Hello snowboarders of the internet, I'm your host Avran LeFeber, and in this video we're going to be reviewing the Ride Manic Snowboard. Now if you're thinking of picking one of these up, we do have affiliate links down in the description below for this and anything else mentioned in this review. This board features Ride's directional standard camber. I know that's a mouthful, but what you do get is a longer rocker in the nose, camber through the inserts, and then a little rocker in the tail. Basically it's cam rocker. So that camber is going to give you all the load, pop, snap, and drive, while that rocker is going to give you ease of entry in and out of turns, as well as more optimal powder float and a nice area to press into. This board's available in 151, 154, 157, 160, 163, 158 wide, and 161 wide. I rode this board at Copper Mountain on a day that was mostly bluebird. There was some haze up in the sky. You had low winds, warm temps, you had perfect hero snow, chopped chunder, and a little bit of crust if you went looking for it. I used my Rome Black Label bindings and my K2 Thraxis boots. The overall flex of this board comes in just a hair below middle of the road, which is nice for what it is, and you do get more play in the nose just because you've got more rocker in there, and then it just kind of stiffens up right where the rocker meets the camber all the way back through to the tail. Pretty much stays consistent with that flex. Torsionally, it's very easy to engage, but it's quick to rebound. You do have carbon in there along the edges, so it will snap back a little bit. Now, when it comes to stability, is it the most stable thing out there? No, but for what it is, it's stable enough. You get into some rutted out terrain, this has enough flex to bend and go with every contour on there. Or if it's a little bit softer, it'll push through everything. At high speeds, yeah, you get some chatter in the nose and that slightly resonates back underfoot. You're gonna feel that. Now, if you try to mob it through some really rutted out terrain, you are gonna get knocked around for sure. But for the person that this board is designed for, this is absolutely stable and perfect to progress on. The nice thing about how this thing snaps is that it's consistent, it's predictable, you don't have to be on your A game. It's really easy to load that camber section up, roll back on the tail, and get it to pop. You're not going to the moon, but you're gonna be able to launch a side hit, pop off a roller with ease, and if you really know what you're doing and suck your knees up high, you could probably ollie a slow sign if you wanted to. On jumps, small to medium-ish is where you wanna be. I'd say anything in that 20 to 25 foot range is gonna be too much for this board. It's just, you're gonna want something stiffer and beefier than an entry-level directional twin. The nice thing about this is you can let the lip throw you and you're still loaded up, so you're gonna get a little bit of spring from that camber, or you can aggressively push into it and you're gonna pop a little bit higher and go a little bit further on it. It's not mind-blowing, but it's consistent and it does get the job done. All right, we're about halfway through this review. Go down, give it a thumbs up, or don't, it doesn't matter. Thumbs up, thumbs down, it feeds the algorithm equally. You didn't know that, did you? But hey, if you do like this, why don't you subscribe, click the bell, get those notifications. That way you're not missing any of the programming we've got coming out for you. Here's the nice thing about this board. You got rocker in the tips. It's very easy to roll forward or roll back and feel it lock in. And then with that camber and the carbon in there, you're gonna get a little bit of snap out of it. Now, do you need to manhandle this board? No. Slow your roll, He-Man. Be a little more nuanced. Don't push into it as hard as you think. Unless, you know, it's your first board and you're really trying to butter. Then yeah, go ahead, manhandle it and see how that works out for you. The nice thing is you got these blunted out shaped tips. You got that rocker. You can get sideways with it. It'll hold, it pops out. That kind of translates over to how it jibs. Yeah, you can overpress this thing if you know what you're doing, but for who this board's designed for, they're not gonna know what they're doing. They're going to be fine. You can lean back and be in a tail press. You can lean forward and be in a nose press. Preferably, you should be popping into that, and if you do, you're gonna feel that camber fight you a little bit and it's gonna wanna slap down. Not enough that you've got to just manhandle it, because we've already been over that He-Man, tone it down. You're not Arnold out there. So when you do tone it down, it's gonna lock in, it's gonna hold. Now when you go sideways, that camber really cradles the feature and it just locks in perfectly and allows you to slide. Basically, for an all mountain freestyle board, if you need to learn how to jib with it, you can, and it's not gonna hold you back. This board is fluid and nimble edge to edge. There's a lot of torsional flex, so it makes it very easy to ankle steer this board and to get it to engage. You can be very laid back with it. In my opinion, this is a board that takes you from shitting a carve to actually carving. Now, when you get it on edge, it locks in and you can drive it from the center back through the tail when you push your knee into that camber and really get it to slingshot you out of the turn. Now, there are limitations on this. You're going to realize that, but for the person that this is marketed towards and the person that's gonna buy this, it's fine. For me, yeah, I can overpower it. I know what I'm doing. For you, probably not. The nice thing is short, tight, quick carves and medium mellow ones, super easy, once again, because of that torsional flex. But when you really wanna lay this out, get it on edge and drive it hard, you can to a point. You'll find that point, you'll probably wash out, slide across either on your ass or your gut, and you'll be like, what the hell happened? That's the board's limitations. You just learned it. Congratulations, you played yourself. Rider in mind, this board is for the progressing rider that's gonna do a little bit of everything and wants some camber underfoot in their life. Like what we're doing over here? Want to support us further? Swing on over to Angry Snowboarder VIP and become a member. Sure, I could tell you more here, but I got a video over there that explains it so much better. This is just a downgraded shadow band. Now, did I need to ride it? No, but I think we need to encourage more beginners to get on proper equipment. That's why I rallied to get this board, so I could go out, ride it, do the review for you guys, because by the time you've progressed past this board, you'll be getting into a shadow band or something else in that category if that's the route you want to go with. It's a good board for what it is. It's consistent, you know what you're going to get with it. It's not mind-blowing, it's not overpowering, but it's not underperforming. Comparable boards: the Warden, the Salomon Sight, the Arbor Formula. Binding recommendations: the Ride C6, the Union STR, the Rome Trace. All right, hopefully this video didn't make you manic, but if it did, we can't help you with that. But what we can do is give you more videos to watch, so go do that. You know you want to.